not one piece of territory or one thing of a monetary nature that we want out of this war. We want peace and prosperity for the world as a whole.
Webb Military Museum is located at 411 East York Street, Savannah, Georgia. Webb Military Museum is dedicated to Gary's parents, James and Doreen Webb. Webb's father was a career Air Force officer who was born and raised in North Georgia. Growing up, Webb always traveled all around the United States and Europe. Although Webb's father was a veteran of World War II and Vietnam, it was his mother's life that got him interested in history. She had no problem telling her wartime stories and experiences to Gary.
Gary started collecting when he was 10 years old. My name is Alice Millet, and I work here part-time for Gary Webb. We've been open for about 4 years. This is one half of his private collection.
Yep. When interviewed by Savannah Now, Gary Webb said, "It's a museum based on people and their stories, not necessarily a history lesson." Webb also goes to explain, "What I am trying to do is humanize it, or put some emotion into it, so that they're just not empty uniforms." But it's just not small artifacts and uniforms that Webb has. He also has a Russian-made jet fighter aircraft from East Germany and several other notable items. These items include napkins from Adolf Hitler's and a uniform Saddam Hussein.
He still has 200 uniforms at his house. And what makes us a little different from the other museums is that we allow you to take pictures. You're able to touch anything that's not under glass, read the newspapers. We want it to be interactive. And we're the only military artifact museum in Savannah. And out of the 45 museums in Savannah, art, the houses, whatever, we were just rated #1 on TripAdvisor.
TripAdvisor mentioned this small museum is actually Gary Webb's private collection of war memorabilia, and he has emphasized the personal stories of the people who had roles in various wars, including the stories of his own extended family.
We span 8 American conflicts, beginning with the Civil War, the Indian Wars, the Spanish-American War, World War I. World War II is his largest collection, Korea, Vietnam, and the Cold War. And it's really not about the battles. We're not going to talk about Gettysburg or D-Day. We're going to talk about the men. It's a real tribute to our vets. It's a narrative on the people. And you will also come across items that belong to people you'll recognize, like Adolf Hitler, Saddam Hussein, General Westmoreland, Bob Hope, to name a few. This is from World War I. This is a Springfield rifle. It was found on the lines in 1924.
Located in historic downtown Savannah, Webb Military Museum features military artifacts from the American Civil War to Desert Storm. Original uniforms, headgear, and equipment are displayed in a walkthrough setting. The museum honors our servicemen from all wars and branches. Many of the displays contain names and groupings of servicemen highlighting their stories of service. A visit to the Webb Military Museum will certainly bring back one's love of history and the realization of how much we owe to our men and women in uniform.